Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Freeride World Tour by Peak Performance. It's stop number 2 of the 2024 season, the Kicking Horse Golden BC Pro. We are fired up to kick this thing off.
It is going to be a shorter fade, but it's super action-packed. It's 2,400 meters, about 38 degrees steepness the whole way, and it is southeast facing, so it gets some beautiful sun, but not sun-baked.
We are ready for snowboard women. The action is about to kick off here.
The whole category is super consistent with their riding. It's great to see. Look at that pow off the top of the ridge, and then awesome nub to find.
And zipping across to this next section. She's got a little boulder underneath her, tip off it, and straight in control on the landing for Tiffany Pertin.
She can still put down some features and some stuff to get her line score and keep her score up. Awesome air coming into the powder.
All right, Erin Sauvé, this is her home event.
Taking the same air as Tiffany and stomping it.
I think that shows some real savvy there from Erin Sauvé, popping right off the nose of that one. And you can see she's directing herself to where there aren't tracks.
Hi everyone at home. Wow, love you, Roslyn.
Estelle Rosolio, French rider, another French woman on the Freeride World Tour. Throw the board sideways. There we go now.
Sick nose grab off the top.
She is sending, and another one, keeping it in the fall line there. Balanced and on point here for Estelle Rosolio. This is a great run.
Coming in, dropping goofy on that toe side, working that ridge, getting the pow. It's nice when there's still some fresh snow. You've seen a rider go, but you still have lots of options for landing and takeoff. Coming into this cliff section and boosting it, stopping it, staying in control. Great start to the top of a run. Working the corners of these cliff bands is awesome, and stomping it again. Great run from Anna so far. Coming into this powder field, keeping her speed, keeping that energy up. That's what the judges love to see in this riding on this short venue.
Rock solid as we see the score. Is it going to challenge Estelle? It goes up into the 80s. Anna Martinez with an 81.67 and taking over the lead. And here we have the 3 podium finishers. Estelle Rosolio in second, Erin Sauvé with her first podium on the Freeride World Tour, and Anna Martinez backing up that strong start to the season in Verbier with a win here at Kicking Horse. And we are just about ready to kick things off with the snowboard men.
Absolutely, there's a lot on the line today coming into the second competition of the year here in Kicking Horse. Salvage's run coming off a huge cliff and going right bottom to that crust, but holding on and sending it with a huge backflip.
Hard he hit with the backflip. Gab landing almost dead sideways there on his heel side edge, still tossing it though.
Getting a little caught up on speed, popping and finding an awesome transition and bolts. Look at how strong those legs are off the nose. Reset after that intense top section. Huge backflip off that lip and staying on his feet through the chute. Fall on right away. Let's see what he has lined up. Huge backflip off the top. Oh my gosh.
Unable to hold on. Holden Samuels going absolutely ham out of the gate with a massive backflip, and another one not quite able to get the rotation.
Finding that angle and sending it, just getting the grab.
Lined up underneath him as he sets to switch. The backside 180, Liam just bringing all the technical tricks here. Dropping in, and now he's lining up right off the nose of the buttress. A perfect connection with the ground. Hugo Serra, fall line with the back 3 and connecting again. Hugo Serra now pinned out. Oh, this is the bottom section. With this backflip, I thought he was going to be over-rotated, but he managed maybe a bit of a butt check there.
Yeah. looks like he's going to be taking quite a different line. We have seen huge three and stomping it. Milking that fresh line in the POW. The judges are going to love to see that. Super creative.
Another untapped feature. Tim Schroeder fighting for balance there. He has got it solid on his board.
Making quick work of those Sharks, and a nice three off the top over the bench, shutting it down, staying in control, popping again, comes into this bottom lip. Another three, stomping it.
Boom for Michael Mon. The long and lows coming through. Now he's got to get through this lower gully section, completely pinned. The board handling skills of Michael Mon.
Michael Mon showing us what he can do in tough snow. Off out of start two, right off the top. Super, super technical, exposed air, and keeping it in control. See what he has lined up. And incredible double. Oh my gosh.
Gapping the shelf. Victor has a tendency to start his run with a bang. Huge move. Victor going right away for the backside 360 and solid. An incredible first half of the run here for Victor De La Rue. Ramping up 88-3-3 for Victor De La Rue, backing up the beginning of the season performance with another huge one. Welcome back to the Freeride World Tour by Peak Performance. This is stop number 2, the Kicking Horse Golden BC Pro. Ski women blowing up season after season, one of the most fun events to watch.
And sending it off and stomping it, holding on. Showcasing how solid the riders, and there's that tree right
just
underneath.
Grabbed her ski. Few riders that have taken a chunk out of this one. Megan Baton solid there. Every single squat and lunge she did all summer paid off dividends right there, and another big one.
Getting it lined up and taking it to bolts. Such
yeah.
strong skiing from Addison. Coming into a fresh takeoff and landing, and just
Addie getting bucked there. Way out there over the exposure to start her run.
into that super technical entrance, off the nose, into that doublet. We saw Victor going, stomping it, just avoiding the rocks. Oh my gosh. Sending it from Hedvig, holding on as she's shutting down her speed.
And Hedvig is so strong, this crust having no effect on her, directly off the nose. Huge stomp there for Vessel. Massive run from the Norwegian rider. Started her season off with a bang, and now Manon on course, ready to show us what she's got.
Out of start one, right off the nose, and 2 bolts. Nothing is going to move her. She is such a solid rider. Coming into this nose, and a huge 360, a little butt check, but staying in control. Huge backy, and just pulling it around to bolts, stomping it for Manon, finishing the run off with a bang. Look at how stoked she is. She knows what she just put down. That is going to be a run contending for the top spot.
Astrid now on course and looking to back things up.
Taking it right fall line out of start one, making quick work through that technical section and carrying her speed beautifully into this next cliff band. Astrid is an absolute sender, taking it off this nose to a bit of a backslap. You saw she found that crust but bounced up, holding on.
Fighting for balance there. Athletic moves from Astrid Chalus.
Staying on her feet, not letting it get the back of her.
Come on! Astrid Chalus with a backflip off the windlip at the bottom.
Without risking it, and that is okay to dive on the ground there in celebration.
Earlier in Verbier, now what are we going to see? 86-6-7 for Astrid Chalus, a short stint in the hot seat.
Astrid Chalus taking it home with a beautiful showcase of freeride skiing for the women, followed up by a powerhouse run from Manon and Hedvig, the veteran. Lily sneaking into 4th.
Welcome back to the Freeride World Tour by Peak Performance. It is stop number 2, and there's not a single name on there.
No, I'm looking through it right now.
That can't win today if they put it together.
And a big 360 to to connect. Look at this, just pop and so controlled. And a huge three, just getting it around, getting a little bucked, but staying in control. And look at the footwork off that bottom. Huge three off the gap and stopping it. Holding on, no! Max going for such an ambitious line, and he had it. Look at the style in that. Just hands on the hip. It takes a serious set and sending a huge clip off the top. A little butt slap and a 360 back into the venue like it was nothing. Transfer from Maxine. Completely new line though. I love to see that. And oh my gosh, no! Unfortunately getting clipped by a rock or something. And we're gonna see the same move as Carl and making it look like nothing. So light on his feet, just stomping that whole double. And a huge cork 7 and just under rotating it, unfortunately. It's such a gamble with those 2 rotation tricks in Freeride. Giant backflip from Carl. Excellent riding, standard riding that I have seen from him. Sick flat spin with the Japan grab to bolts. Off another huge cliff to the parking lot and bolts Jackson Bathgate. I'm sure he's gonna send it, stomping this. Such a solid rider. For his age, his strength, he is such a good, solid, big mountain rider. Big backflip off the nose to bolts, stomping it like it was nothing.
And Stanray, for the first time ever, taking the start.
Working his way around it, holding his speed into this lip.
Now on top of this buttress, catching the lily pad, landing.
Oh my
Stanray!
gosh! A huge tomahawk punch front. Marcus coming out of start to down the ridge. Let's see what he has lined up. Again, into a new creative section, making quick technical work of it. And a huge 360 off the cat road like it was nothing. A quick redirect and another 360. Were those both different ways? I can't see from here.
Marcus flying and another spin. Bolts on that one too, so we're 2 seconds into his run. He's got 3 360s already.
Looking at this run, coming into uncharted territory. Can he hold on? This is it. Off this cliff and stopping it!
Marcus Gogan with a brand new line, a huge air out the bottom.
Oh my
3
gosh!
360s.
They coming off that early entrance over this cliff, stomping it over exposure, holding on and boosting off this second man. Bolting it, Oscar Mandan, such a strong rider. Coming into this Max Hit 6 360 and a giant backflip and holding on. Oh my God, Oscar Mandan.
Well, Oscar with 3 huge airs at the top of the face with an enormous backflip and now showcasing his skill as he makes his way down this maze. It's been chopped up, catching the nose of that one, and now just putting it into the fall line to escape those trees that have taken down so many riders. So Max Hitzig wearing that fire bib, showing he is the leader on the tour on course now.
Technical riding, coming off this tricky section, making it look like nothing through those rocks, just lily padding, and a huge 3 off the shoulder and stopping it. Max Hitzig showing his strength again in kicking horse. Look at how solid of a rider he is. It's like it's absolutely nothing. Quick work through the bottom, straight lining out, getting out of the trees. What a performance from the German Max Hitzig.
Well, already the judges have had their say, and that is rocketing up to a 94.
A 94.
Incredible score. Here is your podium.
At that, 3 fine gentlemen, Max Hitzig, Ostermannen, and Marcus Gogan rounding out the top 3 with some incredible runs today.